Lead counsel for the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu, Chief Michael Zekome, on Friday filed an appeal before the Supreme Court seeking the intervention of the Apex Court to set aside the order staying the execution of Kanu's release. Ozekome argued that the federal government had failed to act on the decision of the Court of Appeal, which granted stay of execution of the judgment of the same court delivered on October 13, 2022. IPOB's lead counsel, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, speaking through a statement on Friday, stated that the federal government, having secured this unprecedented, reprehensible order for stay, went back to sleep and ostensibly abandoned its appeal. Ejiofor also noted that Kanu's legal team had filed an appeal before the Supreme Court, where we are seeking the intervention of the Apex Court to set aside the order staying the execution of Onyendu's judgment. We also cross-appealed to the Supreme Court to determine pertinent fundamental issues pertaining to the judgment of the Court of Appeal. However, the federal government has yet to file any processes in response thereto. Ejiofor added, a copy of the appeal obtained on Friday and signed by Kanu's legal team led by Ozekome. Kanu, according to the lawsuit, is seeking an order of this honorable court striking out or dismissing the respondent's appeal for want of diligent prosecution. An order of this honorable court setting down the applicant's cross-appeal for hearing, and for such further order, this honorable court may deem it fit to make its circumstances of this case. The team argued that Section 6(1) of the Supreme Court Criminal Appeals Practice Direction 2013, the respondent had only 10 days within which to file and serve the appellant's brief of argument upon the service of record of appeal. Parties were served with the record of appeal November 2, 2022. The 10 days stipulated under the fast-track rules of this honorable court for respondent to file its apparent brief have since elapsed. The respondent is not diligent in prosecuting its appeal. The purpose of this honorable court's rule and practice direction is to provide fair, impartial, and expeditious administration of criminal appeals, especially in relation to offenses of terrorism, rape, kidnapping, corruption, money laundering, and human trafficking. I think we will stop there. The whole thing is that the Buhari government are tired of this trial, but they don't want to give up. They want to have reason indirectly to hold Nnamdi Kanu. The government's legal team is clueless. Yes, they cannot handle the matter. The IPOB legal team are more sophisticated. And not just that they are more sophisticated. When there is no case, there is no case. And it's easy to defend something of what. And the idea of rendition destroyed the case from the federal government side. And the federal government is only buying time. They are aware and they may not get favorable judgments in any court on their side. So I think the idea is, based on what we've just read, the idea is to just keep detaining him without any reason. Based on what Ejiofor is saying, time has elapsed since the federal government is expected to even pursue their own appeal. But they did nothing because they are like clueless. They don't know what step to take. They know they are losing and they don't even have an option. The best thing they can do is to use the powers in their hands, the DSS, the security service, to hold on to Nnamdi Kanu. And if it's a country where things works, Nnamdi Kanu would have been set free. But because Buhari's government is acting like it's like we're still in a military regime, how can you be prosecuting a case and there are necessary things that's supposed to be done and within a stipulated time and nothing is done? The government kept calm, buying time. I think what somebody said earlier, that Buhari's government will not respect court order, and the plan is to keep Nnamdi Kanu in prison till, or in custody till he finishes his tenure, second term. I think that is the plan. They will continue to drag it. If they manage to mention the case in the court again, through one of the judges pandering to the government, they will just announce a shift in date. I think that is what Buhari's government is buying time.